Vicente, 4-0 run, 4 finishes, man. You're on quite the roll right now. How does it feel to be on this type of a streak?
Yeah, I mean, it feels really nice. It's the longest streak I had in my career as an MMA fighter, and for sure it feels great. I'm trying to keep focused, not let it come to my head, and just, you know, I feel like I'm evolving every fight, and that's what I'm still looking for. I'm trying to learn as much new things as I can, so that in every fight I can go out there and show that evolution and fight in a different way.
It's interesting because you came to the UFC and you lost right away, and then, so I don't know if people knew maybe to think of you as a prospect or what, but then you go on this amazing run, as you said, evolving. What changed? I mean, was there anything after that first fight that you did differently or felt different for you?
Yeah, for sure. I think at that fight I had just left the house, and the house is like, it really is really hard on your body, like the weight cuts, and you never know, like you have one day to cut the weight, and I fought 2 times with 10 days apart. So I think all of that, like that was a bit of it. But even so, like I went out there, I couldn't show what I wanted to show like I did at the house. So that just motivated me more. Losing the first fight in the UFC motivated me to come out and show every single fight what I'm here for, and it's to go after that title. So I don't know, it just motivated me, and that's what I think makes me have the win streak I'm having now.
That's awesome. Picked up a couple of bonus checks along the way too. Not to delve too far in your personal finances, but
Yeah.
did you get to have fun with it at all, or anything
No,
great
for
with
sure.
it?
No. I'm a guy that I like save a lot of money, and I want to build my life. So that's what I'm mainly doing. And I always have fun. Like I like cars a lot. I have a racing car in Brazil that, like, it's not a big car or anything. Like, it's my first car, and I stripped it out, took all the weight, and kind of go doing different stuff to the engine. So I race on track day. So that's the fun that I'm having right now. When I don't have a fight, that's what I like to do.
Very nice. All right. Well, you're coming over here fighting in England, fighting here for the first time. What's it been like for you? Kind of getting used to, I know there's a little bit of jet lag. The food's a little different. What's the experience been like for you?
Oh, it has been really nice, Especially, I was really excited for this fight. It's my first time in Europe and in London, so, it's something that's really cool, really, really awesome to have the opportunity. So that's what fighting gives the fighters. Not only the fight when you go there and win, and all the fans, but you get the opportunity to know so many new places, and especially when I knew that I was gonna fight in London, that really motivated me. Like, I'm gonna go out there, and I know that I'm fighting the guy that is the British guy, but I'm gonna go out there and win the crowd during the fight, and that's what I want to do.
It's fun because we were just in Brazil last week, and it's great. Of course, the Brazilian crowd, the chants, the Vai Morrer. It's crazy for foreigners to come fight there. Was there any part of you that was like, I'd rather be the guy at home, because now you're gonna come here and you're gonna be getting booed, right?
No, I mean, I fought in Brasilia. That's the city I live in, and it was an awesome experience. I mean, having all the crowd there for you is awesome. But I don't know. I think when you fight with the crowd against you, you got something to prove. And I'm a guy that I love competition. I love to prove myself, and I love a challenge. So I think that motivated me through all the camp, and it's gonna motivate me the night of the fight for sure.
That's awesome. What do you think about Leon? I mean, of course, the 8-second knockout, we all remember that. But last time he went out and got a submission. So when you look at him, what do you think about him?
Yeah, I see a guy that is really well-rounded and has been evolving every fight. He started as a boxer, really, everybody was scared of his boxing, but he has shown now that he has good ground game and good wrestling, and especially, like, he's very versatile. He can do that change, like, whenever he needs to go to the ground, he'll do it, and when he needs to stand it up, he's very smart at that. So I train everything. I feel like I'm a guy that is very well-rounded and fights everywhere as well. So I think this fight is going to be really awesome. We have similar styles. We start out trying to knock each other out, and whatever the fight goes to, we are looking to finish. If we're on the ground, we're not just like stalling. We're going to ground and pound. We're going to look for submissions. I think it's going to be a hell of a fight.
I do too. I mean, I think a lot of people are saying maybe a fight of the night type contender, and 2 young guys too. I mean, you feel like maybe this is an opportunity for one of you to really stick yourself out there as like a top prospect?
Yeah, for sure. I think this is a fight where the UFC is gonna see like who they're gonna put to the next level. Who they're gonna put to fight the top guys and become a top 15 eventually. So I think this is definitely like a test the UFC is doing with us, and I'm really excited for that.
Has it been tough for you because we know the Blackzilians is going through a transitionary change right now? You said this is a big fight in your career. where have you been training? Has it been a challenge dealing, with kind of the changing circumstances?
Yeah, my training, I always started in Brazil, and then I finish it at the Blackzilians. And for me, it wasn't that big of a change because when I went to Florida, I still train with everybody. Like now, there are two gyms, separate gyms, and some guys are training in one place, other guys are training in the other place. But I made sure that I trained with both guys, so I had the same training as I had the other times. And I mean, I'm fine with everybody. I don't have problems with nobody. So I believe that's how I would have the best camp for this fight, and that's what I did.
That's awesome. That's what worked out good for you. All right, well, two young guys, as you said, well-rounded. I think on paper it looks like it could be a lot of fun. Maybe you can steal the show. When you play this thing out in your head, man, how do you see it going down?
Oh, I see I finishing this fight somehow. I don't know if it's going to be submission or it's going to be knockout, but I see it finishing for sure before those 3 rounds.